Hey everyone, gather round. Let me tell you about a chilling tale that haunts sleepovers and dark hallways alike. Picture this: a dimly lit bathroom, the air thick with suspense, a group of friends huddled together, whispering about the legend of Bloody Mary. They take a deep breath, eyes wide with fear, and chant her name 3 times. Suddenly, the mirror fogs up and a shadowy figure appears. But what if I told you there's a real story behind this spine-tingling legend that goes far beyond just a game? So what is this Bloody Mary we keep hearing about? You may know her as the ghostly figure who appears in mirrors when you summon her. This urban legend has been passed down through generations, often told as a fun, spooky game for kids. But there's more to it than just a scary tale. Many myths and variations have emerged over time, each one adding layers to the story. Today, we're diving deep into the real Bloody Mary story, one that you've probably never heard before. Let's rewind a bit and explore the historical roots of the Bloody Mary legend. It's not just about some random ghost. This legend has many interpretations and stories attached to it. One of the earliest tales traces back to a queen. Some say it's Queen Mary of England, known for her brutal reign and the persecution of Protestants. Others suggest it could be a reference to a witch or a woman scorned. There are even tales of a girl who died tragically, forever searching for her lost love. Each version adds a different twist, showcasing how folklore morphs over time. And believe me, the details get creepier. From rituals meant to summon her spirit to the chilling warnings about what happens if you do, the stories intertwine, making Bloody Mary a complex figure in our cultural psyche. Now let's get to the shocking truth behind the original Bloody Mary story. The real Mary, many believe, was indeed Queen Mary I, but her story is darker than you might think. She was known as Bloody Mary for her brutal reign and the execution of hundreds during her quest to restore Catholicism in England. Imagine a woman who lost her mother, faced countless betrayals, and ultimately became a figure of fear herself. The ghost we fear in mirrors? It may just be the manifestation of her pain and anger. This historical figure, with her tragic life and violent legacy, is the true source of the legend. It turns out, when we call her name, we're tapping into centuries of grief and bloodshed, a narrative that transcends a simple ghost story. As the years rolled by, the Bloody Mary story morphed into something different. Today, it's less about the history and more about the thrill. People gather in dark bathrooms, giggling nervously as they chant her name. But they often forget the real horror behind the legend. The impact of the Bloody Mary story on popular culture has been significant, inspiring countless movies, books, and even Halloween costumes. But at its core, it started as a reminder of a tragic fate. Instead of a mere game for thrill seekers, it's a reflection of how we process fear and loss, dressed up in spooky fun. So what have we learned from the real Bloody Mary story? It's not just about a scary apparition in a mirror. It's a haunting reflection of our own fears and the dark chapters of history. The next time you hear someone mention Bloody Mary, I encourage you to think a little deeper. Remember the woman behind the legend, the pain, the violence, and the reality that inspired the myth. This isn't just a game. It's a story that deserves to be remembered. Now that you know the real story, I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried summoning Bloody Mary? What happened? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if you're curious about more creepy urban legends, don't forget to check out my video on the lore behind other spooky tales. Until next time, stay curious and stay spooky.